Okay, what's up, guys? You're welcome to my channel. Let's talk about some of the happenings that are there in cryptocurrency. So there is this stuff that is actually making waves around there. There are people calling Joe Mcafee scam. Some of them are saying is this and all that, and that he charges for tweets and all that. Well, some of the things you have to really pay attention to in the crypto community. Like there are people who say, this project, what is your take on this project? What is your take on this project? Listen, I said it. Truth must be told. Whether you like truth or not, it has to be told. If you don't have the time to investigate project for yourself, forget about it. That is just the truth. I think there are little to no organizations that are certified by the SEC, the Security Exchange Commission, or whatever financial authority to actually give out information on cryptocurrencies. So if you look at cryptocurrency investing today, there are no institutions out there counseling people. It's just like on your own. There are a YouTuber can decide to make a video about a particular coin, and once there is whatever, maybe hype or maybe the project is good, then everybody starts following. So you want to make your own research. So let's see, John Mcafee, founder and programmer of the Opinions antivirus software, drew his focus toward digital currency over recent years, disclosed that he charges, and look, he disclosed this, he charges $105,000 per tweet to promote currency projects. Imagine. Last week, John Mcafee tweeted that the Mcafee crypto team has produced and published a guide on how the promotional tweets work on their website. The team is a marketing agency for promoting ICOs and other initial coin offerings. Look at what he said. We finally wrote down how our promotional tweets work. It is a self-aggrandizing and ego-stroking for us. However, if you are planning an ICO, trying to boost a coin, or want to shine a light in your latest project, you should overlook our swollen egos and see. So you can see the Mcafee team and all that. Let's continue to read the story. According to data provided in the guide, a series of posts carried out by John Mcafee reveals that 259,000 of his followers on Twitter have more than 50% of their total assets in cryptocurrencies, and 240,000 followers represent at a minimum $4.48 billion in cryptocurrency investments. That is to take the kind of weight he actually have. Like people says these days, John Mcafee, they call it the John Mcafee effect, where there was a time John Mcafee was giving, is it every day? He was giving coin of the day, and then there was a lot of buzz, and he said he will reduce it to coin of the week and all that. So people were like, and I actually saw that. I think that was last year, if not maybe November, December, those period where immediately John Mcafee writes about the coin, boom, there is this effect. It goes up immediately. So the Mcafee website offers a simple calculation of dividing the cost per tweet, $105,000, by Mcafee's 810,000 Twitter followers to assure potential clients that the cost per investor is no more than 13 cents, claiming this is orders of magnitude less than any other approach. Mcafee allegedly promotes only those projects and services that he truly believes in. And you can see what he said about Trump. So notably, when asked in an interview with Cointelegraph in January 2018 whether anyone has tried to pay him for promoting their project, Mcafee responded negatively and evaded the question. I would say definitely they try to pay me. I am not going to talk about my personal finances, where I make my money, or from who. I set up on stage as it's my business and it should be everybody's business. And actually, I think it's rude to ask such questions of people. No offense. So you can see what Mcafee does. And then there was a time also you can see from the website the Mcafee effort. And there was a time he said if you are about to launch an ICO and you don't have the time or maybe the expertise to actually write a white paper, you should contact him and his team, and they will actually do that for you. So I was like saying, if you want to do an ICO and you don't have the time to write a paper, what are you doing the ICO for? So that is one of the stuffs that actually happens in the space. And then you have the issues recently with Like Buterin calling out Greek Wright and saying this guy is a fraud and all that. There's space. There are opportunities and there are risks. So you want to make sure that you are doing things the right way. Always make sure that you are doing things the right way. And then we have the issue that Alibaba sues Dubai ICO for misleading, internationally misleading use of its brand. Chinese e-commerce giant Alibaba has sued the Dubai-based Alibabacoin Foundation for copyright infringement after the latter ICO raised $3.5 million, Reuters reported. According to court filings in the U.S. District Court in Manhattan, seen by the publication, Alibabacoin engaged in prominent, repeated, and intentionally misleading stuffs. Now, someone said cryptocurrency is like a cult, and there are people who say in cryptocurrency you will find that he was thinking that in cryptocurrency you will find very intelligent people, but when it came to cryptocurrency, he discovered that these people are not yes, they are not. You will have intelligent people and all that, but you see kind of greed. In cryptocurrency, there are 30 communities and 30 persons in the community. You have those who are there. Everybody wants the money, but you have those who wants to give something. Funny. There are those who wants to give something to the community, and then there are those who want to take from the community. Then there are those who are not giving, who just want to take, but not only take, they want to destroy the community. So you want to pay attention to that stuff. And then there was another news that actually happened in the cryptocurrency space about Centra. So Centra, they raised an ICO, and after they raised their ICO, there were issues like they will soon the SEC will soon go after them and all that. Now they've gone after them. They've actually arrested them and they are charging them to court. Why? Because they were engaged in activities that were not actually authorized. Now you have to understand this stuff, that when we're talking about regulations, we are not saying that the governments are this. No, we know where the government are actually wrong with issues and all that. But whatever you want to do, because if the people give you money today and then they are screwed up, they will still go after the government that they don't like. Yeah, they will still go after the government that they don't like. So the truth being said, even though medicine tastes bitter, we need medicine. So there are many things in the space that are actually happening. Many things. Many things. We have the good, we have the bad. Cryptocurrency crashing, many projects coming up and all that. The advice is still the same. Whether they are this, they call them this YouTuber or whatever. All YouTubers are not bad, but take everything as information. Cryptocurrency market crashing it's like people's expectation is like they are shattered. Why? Because this is not what they are actually expecting. You think you just put money and it starts increasing? No, it's not all like that. And then moving on, we have some updates from the Icon team on the first quarter achievements. So the first quarter is gone. You're able to update the community with their achievements, some of the partnerships they've actually had with some other blockchain projects, the releasing of the mainnet, some of the partnerships, like recently the governor, there was one of the mayor in South Korea actually signed one of the stuff with them, and other partnerships. And that leads me to one of my video I made, I think a few days ago. I was talking about why ICOs are actually scams. Why most ICOs are actually scams. Rather than them to be going after people who will use their product, many of these ICOs, all they are after is who will buy their coin. And it's a very, very sad thing, in the sense that when you look at many of the stuffs on YouTube, when we cover projects, we don't cover projects from the perspective of utility. We cover projects on the perspective of investment. So when you see projects are covered from the investment perspective, it's only few YouTubers that come explain white papers from cover to cover. It's only few YouTubers that explain white paper from cover to cover. Explain why this platform is actually needed. Explain how corporations, individuals can not only benefit financially, but can also implement either in their daily life or in their business or whatsoever life it needed. All we're talking about is make money. And then you see stuff like the issue with the Florida shooting that actually happened recently, of a lady who was grieved that her video were monetized. And you are talking about other platforms like YouTube, this platform, that platform, and this one and that one. So the question is, how many people are using all these platforms? How many people are using this platform? Few persons that are actually using it. So it is time to not only invest in projects. If we will not use the projects, we should not invest in them. That is why the cryptocurrency market is crashing. Why? Because someone bought a coin last year, he's not using the service, he's not using the coin for anything, just dump them in an exchange or a hardware wallet or wherever he's storing them, and he's sitting there saying this time to this time we will get a use for it, or there will be upsurge in the price. It does not work like that. It comes from use. So if something is to be very valuable, it has to be used. And with that, I want to say a big thank you to all of you. So consider subscribing and do have a very good day. Bye.